Hey everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. I have something fun for you, and I have a wonderful Seth quote. Let me start with the fun thing, and I would love it if you could take the time to test it out for yourselves and leave me a comment in the comments. And just let me know how you go, if you noticed it too, and what you noticed. And you're asking yourself, what is she talking about? This is what I'm talking about. Okay, so you know how Seth says and Neville says. So Seth says, from moment to moment you choose which you, which world. And Neville says creation is finished. Okay, when you think about that, it means there are multiple versions of you constantly being probable, and from moment to moment you choose which one you see, literally see reflecting in the mirror, looking back at you in the mirror. So have you ever noticed that at one moment or day you look in the mirror and you think, wow, I look good today? And sometimes you look in the mirror and you're like, who's this person staring back at me? And anything in between. So if you have one of those days that you think, who's this person staring back at me? Or anything else that's actually not so nice to feel when you say it to yourself, then I want you to drop everything, except for babies. Sit down, like shut everything else out. It just takes 5 minutes. Shut everything out. Sit down, close your eyes, relax, count back from 5 to 1, and then start repeating to yourself, I'm peaceful, I'm serene, and I trust everything in my life. I'm peaceful, I'm serene, and I trust everything in my life. Or something to that effect. So I wanted to say no things like I'm beautiful, I'm whatever. Just the peaceful, serene, and that you trust yourself or your life. I would say life, just keep it a bit more general. And then after 5 minutes you can set your timer. Or when you feel like you need a bit longer, sit a bit longer, because you will notice how peaceful and serene and calm you will feel. Then walk back to the mirror and look if you see a difference. And I bet you do. So the thing is, you see a difference because you are a different version of you. And this whole thing can sometimes really mess up your mind or your brain, because you think, yeah, a different version of me, what does it mean? Like all of a sudden I have different color eyes or shorter hair or a different color of hair, or it's not that big. Like parallel realities don't mean that they differ a lot, because if they would, it would freak you out. We cannot deal with that yet. Only when you have played with this stuff so much that you know that it's true and that you trust it and that you trust yourself not to be abducted by extraterrestrials, then you will see bigger differences. But otherwise, the differences will be minor and they will be noticeable if you pay attention and if you are aware. So have fun with that, and I really look forward to hear something from you about this. Then I am going into the quote from Seth. And why am I doing this in one video? Because I can, and I don't want to spam you. Okay, here goes. Imagine yourself as a channel through which the creativity of the universe can express itself. A state of health is not an end product or an unchanging station in those terms. It is the ability to effectively handle energy in a constructive way for your own benefit and the benefit of others. The state of health is a poor term. You should indeed imagine yourself, therefore, able to handle your energy effectively for your own good and the good of others, to imagine yourself as a channel through which the creativity of the universe can express itself. For when you harbor negative ideas and resentments, then indeed you set up a block, and the block causes distortions. Now, you call them illnesses in many instances. They are distortions. The energy is being distorted and misused and misshapen. So this is a Q&A actually, and now a man that is in the ESP class with Jane, and Jane is the lady who channeled Seth. A man in the class, Theodore, asks a question. But to want good health or position just for the sake of that is not the end of the line. That you are saying is just the beginning of? It is a beginning, Seth says, and health is not a static state in any case. Theodore again. So we should desire good health because it makes it possible for us to do something else, to serve or perform some other role. Seth. You should desire good health because it's a natural state of your being. You should trust in the innate intelligence of your own being, which produces good health. Health is a natural state of your being. Through your physical image, the energy of the universe expresses itself. You, as an individualized consciousness, are a part of this. And you cannot express yourself fully, nor fulfill your purpose as an identity, as an individual, if you're not in good health. For the effects of the body are felt in the mind, and the effects of the mind are felt in the body. You distort the picture. Now, I did not intend a question and answer service this evening, Seth says, but I seem to be involved in one, and some evening I will turn the tables, and when I ask you questions, I will expect some answers. They will not be easy questions, and they will not be general questions. And I will make you search for the answers. And the answers will form steps upon which you can walk and will serve as foundations within which you can travel within yourselves. But they will be your answers and not my answers. ESP session 1969, 603 EC1. So I would like to say one more thing about this and repeat one part about the body and the mind and how they're connected. So he talks about health, yeah? It's not just physical health. Like, it's not that it should be a life-threatening disease and only if you have that you're not healthy. It's also thoughts that don't serve you. If you can't control your thoughts and your minds and it just runs crazy in your head and you're not able to focus, that's also not healthy. That's a not healthy mind. And it's not a judgment. I mean, it doesn't mean that you're a crazy person, or maybe you're a crazy person and who cares, because crazy persons are amazing. But it's not a judgment. So try to stay away from, oh my God, I have this, something's wrong with me. No, nothing is wrong with you. You're just choosing a version of you that might not completely serve you. That's it. And you can switch to a different version of you very easily with your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. So there's a connection between body and mind, and we know that. We know that, and it's really nice to hear it again from Seth, whom I respect deeply. So I want to repeat this part about body and mind. Here goes. Through your physical image, the energy of the universe expresses itself. You, as an individualized consciousness, are a part of this. And you cannot express yourself fully, nor fulfill your purpose as an identity, as an individual, if you are not in good health. For the effects of the body are felt in the mind. And the effects of the mind are felt in the body. You distort the picture. To wrap things up, the exercise I gave you in the beginning is actually something that you can use to prove to yourself how this works and that you can instantly see results. And how is this possible? Because our body and mind are connected. What you say to yourself in your mind, you will see reflected in your body. Test it for yourselves and you will see that I'm right. Okay, this is it. I trust you liked it and I trust that it's helpful. And did I ask you if you wanted to leave a comment in the comment section? Thanks and see you very soon. Ciao!